The Sea Line Extension to Torrance project is a 4.5-mile light rail extension that would extend rail service further into the South Bay, with 2 new stations within walking distance to residents of Lawndale, Redondo Beach, and Torrance. A South Bay rail connection has long been envisioned, dating as far back as 1980, when it was included in Proposition A as part of a sales tax measure to help build a county-wide rail network. Over the years, Metro has advanced planning studies for this project, which would now operate as part of the K Line, providing easy access to LAX Airport and linking the South Bay all the way from Torrance up to central Los Angeles, where the K Line connects to the Metro E Line. In 2021, Metro started the environmental review process and published a draft environmental impact report in 2023, which evaluated light rail routes and options along the Metro-owned railroad corridor, called the Metro Right-of-Way, and Hawthorne Boulevard. In May of 2024, the Metro Board selected the hybrid alternative as the locally preferred alternative, also called the LPA, which is further described in the Final EIR. The hybrid alternative uses the Metro Right-of-Way for 4.5 miles and is fully grade separated from streets, with undercrossings at 170th Street in Lawndale and 182nd Street in Redondo Beach. The hybrid alternative was evaluated in the draft EIR and was developed to reduce environmental impacts and address community concerns, with walking paths, landscaping, sound walls, and freight safety improvements. Between the existing Redondo Beach Marine Station and 162nd Street, 2 new light rail tracks would travel in an elevated structure to cross over the existing freight tracks and 6 streets. This elevated section allows the streets to remain open to vehicle and pedestrian traffic below. The existing freight track would be rebuilt and would remain at grade as it is today. Many residents walk along the freight corridor today. As part of the project, Metro was exploring opportunities to create a neighborhood walking path in the right-of-way between 159th Street and 170th Street. From the sidewalk looking east at 162nd and Condon Avenue, you can see the current freight tracks remain at grade. Metro would add safety features to these freight crossings, such as crossing gates, bells, and lights to be quiet zone ready. A quiet zone could be implemented by local cities in coordination with the California Public Utility Commission along this corridor to eliminate the need for freight trains to blow their horns and reduce noise. Looking west, you can see the elevated light rail allows for the street to remain open to vehicle and pedestrian traffic. After crossing over 162nd Street, the light rail tracks would transition down to run at street level on the east side of the freight tracks in the right-of-way. Near 165th Street, the light rail starts to descend into a short trench to cross below 170th Street. South of 170th Street, the light rail trains would transition out of the trench to run at grade in order to cross over Artesia Boulevard and Grant Avenue on new bridges. Between Grant Avenue and 182nd Street, a new rail station is proposed immediately adjacent to the Redondo Beach Transit Center for easy connections between bus and rail. The project also proposes a new walking path between Grant Avenue and 182nd Street to create easy access to the station as well as to the neighborhood. South of the station, the light rail would descend into a short trench to go underneath 182nd Street. This allows the light rail to be completely separated from cars, pedestrians, and cyclists above. The freight would be relocated with enhanced safety equipment to provide a quiet zone-ready corridor. This improves safety at the street level between freight and pedestrians and cyclists, helps reduce noise, and improve safety throughout the area. South of 182nd Street, the light rail would return back to grade in order to cross over Hawthorne Boulevard and 190th Street and continue south into the city of Torrance. South of 190th Street, the light rail travels parallel to freight through an industrial corridor, crossing below Prairie Avenue and below Del Amo Boulevard bridges. Here it approaches the Torrance Transit Center, which would be the terminus station for the line. Immediately adjacent to the proposed light rail station is the Torrance Transit Center Bus Plaza, which provides bus service to the Greater South Bay, as well as bicycle parking and vehicle parking, restrooms, and other public amenities. As part of the next phase of the project, Metro would work with cities and neighborhoods to develop first and last mile plans to prioritize pedestrian and bike improvements around the station areas and improve safety and strengthen linkages to surrounding neighborhoods and destinations like Old Town Torrance and job centers. Metro has released the Final EIR, which describes the LPA, includes design refinements, corrections, clarifications, and additions to information in the draft EIR, and provides written responses to over 2,000 public comments we received on the draft EIR. To read the Final EIR and find additional project information, please visit our website and sign up for project updates. Thank you for your interest in the project. This summer, we will be compiling public input to share with the Metro Board before they consider certification of the Final EIR and project approval under CEQA.